Mike Schanhals, I teach in the English department at North Muskegon High School. One of the things that we were asked to do was to think about the college readiness standards. We had an opportunity to go and listen to the ACT people sort of present what they were looking for. And they gave us this awesome poster with bullet points that were articulated to each of the levels on the ACT test. And if you took the ACT test when we did, it was sort of a mystery. You showed up with your pencil and you did it and left. And so to have these targets that we could then take and apply very discreetly to our learning targets for our students was a huge, huge asset. Specifically with the ACT writing rubric, it seems to be the entry point to the top part of the rubric is that you can write an argument while understanding and appreciating the other side to the issue. And so we focus on a protocol which asks them to answer the question, develop well-developed paragraphs that have evidence, anecdotal evidence that's supported toward their answer, while at the same time qualifying things to the extent where they can see how it would be like this. However, please consider this. And so we've found that making that move within the context of their essay has been sort of an entry point to the top part of the rubric. To try to get them prepared to take the ACT writing test, what we would do is we would have them practice with an ACT sample prompt, which are available. And we would use the rubric on the other end of the practice, have them read other papers that were written in the class, and evaluate those papers according to their standards. I would then pull the papers in and audit the intermediate scores that the peers gave peers, which don't count, which you have to be very clear about, but it allows me then to see what, whether they're even in the ballpark with regard to understanding the rubric. The method there being, if you don't understand what you're being asked to do, it's going to be really difficult to do it. So they have to be willing to sort of begin with the end in mind. This is what you're being asked to do. And so we focused on the task. Let's just at least practice the task that they're asking you to do. And they use that terminology in the rubric itself. The writer effectively responds to the task. What do they mean by the task? Well, here's what it looks like. And we'd do it, we'd debrief it, we'd practice it again, we'd debrief it, we'd practice it again, and by the time the test came around, we were able to get through that maybe 4 times. And it made a difference.